Hey guys, Brandon here, coming at you with another MLB the Show video, and today I wanted to talk about the fastest way to get to 300 stars. Obviously, I wasn't the fastest one to get there or anything like that. I didn't really put a whole lot of grinding into this, and if I did, I could have been one of the first ones, but it seems like the cards really held their price up, so I'm not too upset with how long it took me to get these done. I know mine just sold, so I had Mike Piazza for 136,500. So I'm not upset. That should be like 120 something. Not a big deal. I think the Jackie Robinson card was actually selling for a little more, but I didn't check into it. I didn't think I was at 300 stars yet, to be honest. So we're just going to go in with the easiest way. If you are looking for the easiest way to do it, you are in the right place. This is the right video for you. So obviously we have the missions to start it off. If you can ever just exchange things, just exchange them, get those extra ones a little bit quicker. You got the 10 wins in basically Battle Royale or events. There's no events going on, so you'd have to play Battle Royale. Maybe the 10 online games isn't for you. It doesn't really matter. I played a few ranked seasons because I wasn't worried about getting this done super fast, so it didn't really matter to me. Sixth inning conquest is really easy. There's no stipulation really besides you have to steal 3 million fans, and then you have to just complete the board and it's over. The sixth inning voucher will also help you out. And then of course we have all the missions. Once all the missions come out, I'll make a video on how to beat all those with any tips I have on how to beat those as easy as possible. But besides those, we have the thing that most people have been talking about, and you can either play extended play and play versus CPU. It takes a little longer, but it's still a little bit easier than playing normal games because you can fly through them. So you can do that, or you can go to play now with 2 controllers. This is the best method right now, and I'm here to show you guys how to perfect it. I took a little bit of a book out of from Gomes, took a little bit of a book out of who was it, Twin Gaming, and I think I've meshed the perfect blend to figure out how to get the most utility out of it. So we go to options first. This is how you're going to set up your play now to try to get it done the fastest. You can watch YouTube videos, you can do anything but focus on the game basically. I've been studying for school while doing it. It's super easy. And if I was willing to grind this, I'd get it done a whole lot sooner. So if you want to, you can set your pitching interface to classic right here. Otherwise, you'll have to set it in the game. And then general, you want to put umpire accuracy on perfect. If it's on anything else, sometimes you throw a ball in the strike zone, gets called a ball. Kind of annoying, but obviously I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to the game. I don't think there's anything else really in here. There might be something in the batting that I'm not thinking of. Actually, I don't think so. So the difficulty and whatnot doesn't matter. Presentation options, we're going to put it on fast play. We're going to pre-pitch cameras none, batter walk up off, and that's basically it for that. The other ones don't really matter. And I think that's it for the user settings. Next, we're going to create or edit a player. Let me load mine. I would recommend changing your sliders and your rosters. So we'll start the rosters now. I named mine roster PN, which is play now, just so you know which one's which. So now that I'm in my play now roster, I'm going to edit. You don't have to have a roster yet. You'll make it right here. Just take your favorite team or whatever, any team you want to. I try to match my teams based on the color of my controller, just so when I look at the TV, I can actually tell which team I'm playing as. But for mine, I picked the Mets. I didn't make it. Did I make it? I'm not sure. I think so. So Jacob deGrom, you have to give him or somebody with a stretch delivery, just so they throw the ball faster. So you're going to go to animations. And if you want to go to current players, Justin Miller goes from the stretch. You can really pick anybody from the stretch. Matt Albers, the first guy, pitches from the stretch. Alexander pitches from the stretch. A lot of these people pitch from the stretch. You can pick whatever one. It doesn't really matter. That millisecond, the faster that they pitch doesn't really matter. I just wouldn't pick somebody like this guy. He just wasted 3 extra seconds per pitch. So pick a player that goes from the stretch there, and just make sure that's their starting pitcher in the rotation. Obviously, you can switch it around. Where is it? So Strasburg, I dropped Scherzer because Strasburg already goes from the stretch himself. I could always pick different teams and just not have Strasburg. I probably should do that, but I'm already done it. It doesn't really matter to me. So once you have your players edited with people that are pitching from the stretch, you're going to make sure you want to remember those teams. And you can always save it, or you can go to the sliders now. For the sliders, I guess I didn't load my sliders yet. Load data, sliders. My sliders are called sliders PN play now. So with my sliders, there's things you can do if you really want to. I put my starter stamina up, reliever stamina in case I cared, pitcher control, pitcher consistency, nothing for the computer. Sped up my fastball so that my fastball went faster, so that I have to waste less time. And the only other thing I changed is base runner speed. For later in the video I'll show you. So once you're done with that, you do want to go to save data, and then there should be check marks next to these. You just go and save it. You name it sliders PN or whatever you want to name it so that you can remember. And then once you save those, you're about ready to do it. So you're going to go to play now. Make sure your rosters are loaded. If you go into Diamond Dynasty, you're going to have to reload them. So I'll have to reload mine. After you go into Diamond Dynasty, make sure you don't go to save data, because it's going to be like, hey, you want to save your roster? And you're like, oh, sure. And then if you overwrite that data, it's going to send it back to your default settings, and it will not be good. So make sure you load your data. Sliders PN. I don't know if you guys can even see that screen. So I named my things Sliders PN and Rosters PN. So once those are loaded, it might have cut off my voice in there now that I think about it. Anyway, we're going to go here. You're going to want to put, it doesn't really matter where you put your thing. You just make sure your primary controller with your main account is on the team that you want to win. We'll just say the away team for time's sake. So it's going to be one of these teams, whatever team I like the best, I guess. I guess I already went by them because I don't see them. So we've got the Nationals. Nationals are going to be, since the Nationals are my winning team, I have to go to the Mets on this one. My non-account controller is kind of a white color, so I'm going to leave that team as white. And then my actual controller with my main account, I want to get XP and stuff for it still, so that's why I'm on my main account. It's a black color, so blue's the closest I have, dark blue. So that if I forget who's up, I can just look at the screen and say, oh, white, so I'm my lighter color controller. Obviously, if you have the same color controller, it's not going to matter, but just make sure your team, the winning team, will be the team on your main controller, just so you can get the XP. Doesn't matter what field, you just want to put on quick counts. You want to put, this is why you want to keep the person. I should have just switched Max Scherzer's windup. And you can always edit their overall and stuff like that from that screen. So it's going to be Strasburg versus DeGrom. We're just going to load it up. And we're just going to wait for it to load. Nothing really matters from here. I'm just going to show you guys what we're supposed to do, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. I have a couple key steps still left, so make sure you stay tuned for these. Hopefully all goes well. Alright. See, originally if you didn't switch your controller, you want to make sure that, oh, not team select. You want to make sure that you put your gameplay to classic when you're pitching. It'll only do this for this game unless you set it back at the other place, then you're going to have to switch it for your Diamond Dynasty games actually. So I do this. I pitch with my second controller, and then I'm going to want to score with my first team. Since this is the team I want to win with, he's going to throw hard. And then I'm just going to go home. It doesn't matter if he actually hits a home run or not. So he's going to score. It's going to be 1-0. And then I'm going to play through the rest of the game on quick counts, just throwing strikes right down the middle, not swinging, not paying attention to the game. And when the opposing person gets in the 9th inning, it'll be their pitcher up to bat. And it'll be the last hitter of the game, because if you're just getting 3 outs every time, it'll equal to their pitcher being the last one. That means, hey, you got to focus. So let's say I wouldn't switch the pitcher for a pinch hitter. It doesn't really matter because that's the losing team anyway. What you want to do, say we got him out, the game is over, 1-0 in the 9th inning. You click exit, make sure you don't restart. If you press restart, you will lose all your work and you'll get no stars. You confirm exit. And then once you exit, you can head back to your Diamond Dynasty screen. And when I'm back in your Diamond Dynasty screen, you should have 2 points. It doesn't really matter if you're home or away. You get 2 points every single time so far, I've noticed. So you can't do any challenges from that screen, so that's why the play versus CPU is pretty cool. Except for you can probably get 2 of those play now games done by the time you get 1 play now versus CPU. But I guess if you want to do challenges, it's cool and level up your creative player. So that's how you get the stars. That's the best way, and that's how you should set up your team, hopefully, is with the pitcher pitching from the stretch and all those settings. So if you guys did enjoy the video, it's probably going to be a long one, and hopefully my voice didn't cut off too much in here, but you guys should get the gist of it. So that's the best way to do it. Obviously it's going to take some grinding. It shouldn't take too long. If you're just watching YouTube videos, you might as well hop on and do it, but it's better than mindlessly grinding Conquest or the Play versus Computer if that's what you've been doing. I would get a second controller if I were you, or just borrow one from a friend or something. Obviously, I don't know how many controllers people have. I have like 7. So I guess that's up to you guys. So if you guys did enjoy the video, consider subscribing for me, and I'll be back with more MLB The Show videos in the future. We'll catch you later.